By their shadows, they devour you. In the darkest hour subdued, the heavens fall to our feet. If that is all that's left to believe, we know better. Despite the weather, even the sunshine can come unglued. Feeling shapeless, internal combustion, reversing the effects, because no matter, we are becoming a new start. Feels more like a heart attack. Just be still, walk in place, over the continuum of immortal space. The more we grow, like a neon starlight orchid in the cold, we unfold, releasing the old. It's the darkest matter, the unloved, the unknown. We are young, we have yet to fully embrace. For as long as we despise what we do not know, goodbye a waste from eons ago of our forgotten right, creating a hospitable host for that hungry ghost. Decaying joys recess when fear and hate progress, subdued. In the darkest hour, they devour you by their shadows. In the darkest hour, they devour you by their shadows. In the darkest hour, they devour you by their shadows.
And just like that, we are back again with yet another miracle manifestation and mission focused Monday message. All right, this one is going to be a long one, so this may be a good time for you to take a pause, go grab you some refreshments and some Scooby snacks, and come right back. And while you do so, I'm going to place this in its appropriate place and change out of this workout top. I will be right back in a flash. Okay, let's go. We are ready to roll. All right, something a little more light and summery, but also me at the same time. All right, so we are going to go into the Oracle of Visions first for some signifying energy. We are also going to do some love messages from the Lover's Oracle, some healing messages from my Nourishment deck, and we are also going to be bringing in the Concrete Shamanism Shadow Work deck this week for part of our 7-day outlook. But things are going to be a little bit different this time with this particular deck, as we are going to utilize it to determine the golden nuggets we will be finding in our shadows this week. And we will be drawing it to a close with a little bit more detail from the Kipper, the Hungarian Gypsy Fortune Telling Oracle, and some final messages from our A team coming from beyond Lemuria. So, yes, here we go into Oracle of Visions. I already have a bit of charcoal going, but we are going to stoke the palo just a bit more. All right. Here we go into the Oracle of Visions first. Just for a little bit of energy as our significator, meaning energy representing us, because we as the collective are the significator. This is just a general message. However, I am not one to say take what resonates and leave the rest, because if you're hearing it from here, it's going to resonate nevertheless. All right, one more shuffle. Here we go. All right, there's one card out. There's another card out. All right. So, beginning with number 51 and number 6. So, there is some expectation over some form of message that you are expecting that is garnered towards bringing you a peace of mind. A message that is meant to bring the collective peace of mind this week. Let's take a look at number 51. Anticipation. Waiting, waiting, waiting. All my life I've been waiting for my life to begin, as if somehow my life was already ahead of me and that someday I would arrive at it. Waiting for a message to arrive can bring anxiety, fear, hope, good news or bad news, acceptance or rejection. Waiting anxiously. The bouquet of roses suggests a previous response was received, but from whom? The same sender? Or someone else? Either way, the anticipated answer finally arrives. The clock indicating the hour is past, just in time or too late. Whether the immediacy or tardiness is involved, it's going to provide some insight beyond the message itself. Some kind of condition or ultimatum that is being questioned here. A message pertaining to an opportunity that you may have thought you lost already, that you were too late for, is going to be coming in this week, as well as that peace of mind. Let's take a look at number 6. tranquility and peace. A difficult period is over. A trial is over. Our troubles are passing. Now we need the comforting embrace of rest. It's time to recuperate and regain our strength. Okay. So the book is confirming what I was already saying. A message coming in for the collective that is going to bring peace of mind with it. Get your lemon watering, kids. Lemon seed. All right. Now, let's go into what I refer to as the nourishment deck for some messages pertaining to our nourishment and healing. Disclaimer alert. Disclaimer alert. I'm not a doctor. It's not a diagnosis. Not a prescription. Not a prognosis. I am just the messenger. Simply the messenger. Please do not pew pew the messenger. All right. Let's see what messages of nourishment are meant to be a part of our 7-day outlook for this week. Well, that's one full pass, a crappy one, but hey, increased energy. Thank you for filling me with the unlimited energy of divine love and light. So, an increase in energy coming in for the collective this week. Beautiful. And we have ask your body for a message. Dear body, please help me hear your messages. Please guide me in honoring and respecting my body's needs. So some of the messages that will be bringing peace of mind can only be heard by you as you tune in more to your body. Beautiful. Two more cards. Okay, three. Three cards. Exercise is key. Thank you for motivating me and guiding me to an exercise program that fits my schedule, interests, and budget. Changing physicians. Thank you for leading me to the best healer for this situation. That's not necessarily an actual physician, but nevertheless, the person meant to be the situational leader in whatever situations you may be inquiring, and a good night's sleep. Thank you for helping me relax and sleep deeply, for I know that you are guiding, healing, and protecting me while I rest. This is telling me that while you are in the astrals, while you are in dreamland, you will also be receiving some kind of message that you're actually going to be able to remember sometime this week. All right, now let's go into the Lover's Oracle for a bit more of these messages that are going to be bringing more of a peace of mind to the collective. Here we go. All right, that was one full pass. I'm feeling guided to start at the bottom and what is already in our immediate environment, whether it is beknownst to us or not. We have surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. In the image we have a woman surrendering to the flow in the moonlight. Or it could just be she's taking a little nappy nap. So, more of that rest when needed kind of message is coming in for the collective. Oop, we have to cover this one as well, but it's a woman coming out of a lotus. And the message is of freedom. There's nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. So the path is clear pertaining to whatever it is you may be inquiring about at this time. And we also have, beware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. Oh yeah, I did a stand-up job covering that up, didn't I, guys? I'd love to have a different deck with the same messages, to be honest, so I don't have to keep fishing for a feather to be a bit more on the discreet side with these images. Yet another one. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. And transformation. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. So, sometime this week, a relationship is about to deepen. And forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Alright, let's just get these cards out of the way. You can always back it up again or watch the replay to catch those messages. The energy is still on the table. And we're going to be leaving the significators here. Now let's go into the shadow work deck to determine what golden nuggets are coming into the light to be integrated. We're digging for gold in the shadow. Let's go. What golden nuggets from the shadow will be integrated for the collective this week? One more. All right. From the bottom and immediately in our orbit already for this week, we have number 22 and the sensitive card. The topic of sensitivity coming to the surface or otherwise. Some sensitivities may be triggered this week and met with understanding. You may be gaining a bit more understanding about some of your own sensitivities this week as well. Hatred has been turned on its head. So we are going to take a look at that one as well. And we're going to do one more full pass. Okay. Also in the immediate environment, we have wisdom. And although I will not be pulling this card today. We do have an honorable mention, and that is the protective card. And the message with this card is to protect whatever messages and information and golden nuggets that you get from these cards today, this week. Keep it sub rosa. Keep it under your hat. Being more protective of your privacy. Now, you know the drill. We do have the number 22 on the table. The sensitive card. So this may be a good time for you to reduce the volume on your listening devices. We are going to ring the bell. All right. 1, 2, 3. Okay. That tells me there is a bit of clearing that needs to be done in here. Give me just a moment. We're going to throw a bit of cedar on the charcoal. All right. It's going to get oh, my nose decided to itch like crazy. It's going to get a little smoky in here, but it's all good. Well worth it. And let's take a look at number 22. As soon as we ring this bell, yet again, all right. Take that one deep conscious breath. Okay, well, that's the bell ring. Anywho's, my sad little bell sound. Number 22 is being transmuted by the artist, the sensitive artist. In the upright, exhibiting a keen ability to perceive and respond to emotions, aesthetics, or subtle changes in the environment. And the inquiry is, how does my sensitivity enhance my experiences? Encouraging us to embrace our sensitivity as a strength. A trait that allows us to experience life deeply and empathize with others. All right, now we're going to take a look at understanding, number 3. We have the understanding goddess archetype. Gazing deep into the cosmos, she comprehends the silent cries of every star. In the upright, there is deep empathy and insight into others' feelings, showcasing a profound connection and emotional intelligence. And the inquiry is, in what scenarios have I made genuine efforts to comprehend another's point of view? So this can also mean integrating that ability to be okay with being wrong and allowing others to be right from time to time here, but not in a literal sense and not in a cocky, manipulative manner either. It's how our attitudes and unconscious biases, preconceived notions, can prevent us from truly understanding others. So, what's being integrated this week is crossing that threshold of having that ability to see another's point of view. Which in turn will also be of benefit in assisting you in tackling some of those sensitivities that are otherwise triggered by overanalyzing, leading to misinterpretations. All right, now let's take a look at the hatred card, number 45, in reverse. And it's funny because right below it is 54. 4554. So we're going to take a look at that number as an angel number for today's message and this week's 7-day outlook. Coming into your life with the main idea to help you become a better person. Also considered an old soul. Unique predispositions, but not only because of them, but the extreme ability to empathize, understand, and respect others. You will also be finding yourself with the need to seek out a bit more pertaining to your spiritual path. Which will furthermore help you in at least attaining the concept of awakening and the path of enlightenment. But it doesn't mean that because you're getting started that poof, you're enlightened. So, healing is something that is continuous. Transformation, continuous. Awakening, continuous. Enlightenment, continuous. It's also representative of hard work, determination, and focus. Positive changes. A deep desire for personal freedom. Encouraging and embracing stability, adaptability, and spiritual growth. Beautiful. Let's take a look at number 45 in reverse. This is a nemesis card. And in the shadow, it represents obsession, becoming consumed by animosity to the point of self-destruction or causing undue harm to others, even when unnecessary. And the inquiry is, how do I embrace love and understanding? Looky there. This is just furthermore encouraging. So far, what I see as the majority of the energy for this outlook, the 7-day outlook, is by integrating these understandings that come through, by being able to consider another's point of view, instead of leading to a negative domino effect, it leads to a positive domino effect, or like a positive feedback loop here, where by targeting and tackling the aforementioned, in comes more of these messages that offer a peace of mind, that don't just offer it, that provide it, provide a peace of mind. Either by tackling some sensitivities that could be triggering, or just otherwise embracing sensitivities towards others, becoming more or otherwise maintaining that level of understanding, but doubling down on it to a degree with that hatred in reverse. So, the gold being brought out of the shadow in terms of this card is the ability to embrace love and understanding through another's point of view, or through recognizing these triggers and being more compassionate and understanding about it overall. And we also have the sensual card, as well as wisdom and service. So let's take a look at number 26, the sensual card. In the upright, celebrating and deeply connecting with physical senses, experiencing the world in a tactile and intimate manner. And the inquiry is, how do I embrace and express my sensuality? The sensual siren, the siren archetype, with every gesture they evoke the ageless dance of moon and tide, but also asking us to consider our relationship with sensuality. Are we in touch with our senses and comfortable expressing this side of ourselves? Well, it's coming in this week as part of our 7-day outlook. And it's not just about sexuality, it's also about fully experiencing the world through our senses. This card invites us to fully engage with the world in a sensory way. And how do we embrace and express our sensuality? Well, more of that is coming in for the collective this week. Now let's take a look at the wisdom card. Number 54. Trying to whip right through these. I'd like to get this message done within an hour. We'll see how that works out. Number 54. In the upright, harnessing accumulated knowledge, both spiritual and practical, to navigate life's challenges and mentor others. And the inquiry is, from where do I draw my wisdom? Well, in this 7-day outlook, we're being guided to not necessarily every single golden nugget, but some of the gold coming from our shadow this week is going to involve the value of another's point of view. All right. Tapping into our innate wisdom gained through life experiences and spiritual exploration. So there's a point of view from another that is going to guide us in that direction. Interestingly enough, more often than not, when we're on this type of path, it's usually some kind of energy coming in to deter us or challenge us. This week, we are the ones being challenged to be the better listeners. At some point in time, and we will know when it's placed on our heart, that is that time where that point of view is going to be of value. That is what was just placed on my heart. And then we will be encouraged from there to share that wisdom with others, offering guidance and support, but also remaining open to continuous learning and evolving, which also occurs through experiences, but part of the theme is to have the ability to listen to these messages coming in, anticipating these messages even, that provide a peace of mind for us. As well as a better handle on our sensitivities, a deeper level of understanding, showing up for others, but also showing up for ourselves. And integrating that wisdom. But not just integrating it, but paying it forward through more of this acts of service. And acts of service can show up in multiple ways, shapes, forms, and modalities. Let's take a look at number 71 from the book. This is a shaman card. Oh, I didn't even mention wisdom. Okay. So we have a priest archetype. A priest archetype, a shaman archetype. Side by side here. In selfless acts, they uplift the world, one soul at a time. Selflessly aiding others, often guided by spiritual or moral motivations. And the inquiry with this card is, how do I serve others and the greater good? This card invites us to deepen our commitment to service, seeing it as a fundamental aspect of community and personal growth. We're being asked to examine our capacity for selfless service. Do we offer help and support to others without expecting anything in return? So, even better than equal reciprocity is just continuing on this path, committing to these acts of service without expecting anything in return, because that return is already in our orbit and it's going to bring us a peace of mind this week. This week. So now we're going to go into the Kipper for a bit more details pertaining to messages that are going to bring us a peace of mind this week. One more. Immediately in our orbit, we have the courtship card. This is the beginning phases of something new. Whether it's a romantic relationship, a vocational relationship, platonic, or any otherwise new to us connections are coming into fruition in the next 7 days. Adjudication in reverse. In terms of messages that are going to bring us a peace of mind. Oh, I need to turn these around. We have courtship in the upright and then adjudication in reverse. Yep, being open to new people entering our lives, searching for new contacts even, putting ourselves out there more. Someone who will suddenly mean the world to us, or vice versa, we will suddenly mean the world to them. Yep. Getting together socially, romantically, or for business purposes. All right. With it being in reverse, this is just clarification that there will be more messages coming in this week that still contribute to that positive feedback loop, but instead of it being us delivering or deliberating that message, it's going to be another. Someone that we would go to for a resolution, so to speak. A therapist, a negotiator, a clerk, a zoning board, a school board, but otherwise a professional advisor of some sort, involving a new connection. That is going to offer more messages, providing a peace of mind. Okay, so basically, this is someone new coming into your life. Or someone who is already in your orbit who still has that like brand new feeling. And there's something of value and some messages of value that will be learned from their point of view that are going to work out in the collective's favor. So, it's really just emphasizing that much more that there is going to be this student teacher type of balance. That is going to offer a peace of mind. It's like a time for this and a time for that. Like this week, there will be times when the collective will have the answer, and then there will be other times when the collective will have to rely on another for the answer or some other kind of message that provides a peace of mind for us. Ooh, we have marriage in the upright. And family room. It could be literal, but it's not to say that necessarily that it is. But I do see 3, 2, 1, like a countdown or some backstepping. 2 steps back, I just heard. Somebody's going to be taking a couple of steps back this week and taking a long, hard look at their connections that are a bit more long-term than this newness coming in. This is the beginning of something new. This is something that is long-term. That either has already been discussed in a group setting, or even in the astrals. Something that is about to go from short term to long term. That is unbeknownst to you at this time. That is what that's just the way the cookie crumbles. So, you don't know it yet, but something is about to go from brand new to long term. Whether it's an idea, a refreshing new idea, or a relationship, a friendship, a vocational connection. It's looking really good here. All right, let's take a look at the book. Some kind of joint venture, rather, it's any kind of close contractual relationship, such as a business partnership or joint venture, intimate friendship, and it can also represent joining forces, any kind of joining forces for the long haul. Like, this is like ride or die energy here. And they know about it and have discussed it, or otherwise it has already come into fruition in the astrals. and will be coming into fruition for the collective this week. For some of you, this is a separation that is going to work out in your favor. And it's like you've already been separated for so long that it's like the hardest part emotionally is already over, and the both of you may have even already recently moved on to something new, but the deliberation is still going on. But it's all going to work out in a positive manner that's going to bring a peace of mind. That message is coming in. That anticipation of that message is coming in this week. A spring wedding. Ooh. Some of you are going to meet somebody new, and they're either going to want to like jump right into things with you, or there will be plans for a spring wedding for 2026, which in the southern hemisphere is a lot closer than in the northern hemisphere, because in the southern hemisphere you're going into the winter and spring follows right after. So within the next 3 to 4 months here, look, there's 3 and 4. So the next 3 to 4 months. And you could decide, let's see, we have April 3rd, April 21st, or April 30th, and then we have March, which is technically, March is like right on that threshold of the spring equinox and the winter. So March 21st, March 30th, or March 4th could also be significant. Or if these dates have already passed and they are significant, then they pertain to this week's messages and this 7-day outlook. So you could have already been aware of anything that is significant pertaining to these dates. Okay, we'll just leave it at that. Now let's bring in some Hungarian Gypsy for just a few more. One more. More details on these moments of anticipation that lead to peace of mind. We have fidelity. First card out. Whatever it is that's coming in for us this week, this is more ride or die energy right here. This is more loyalty is royalty energy. Not necessarily husband, wife, and a dog. Not literally. But we have fidelity. So these commitments that come through for the collective this week will be faithful and long term. Beautiful. Let's keep going. Stability. Messages of stability that bring peace of mind. Stability and security. Oh, these two came out together. Merriment and a lover. And it can be taken literally, but not necessarily. Immediately in the orbit and environment, we have love. So, creativity, pleasurable entertainment, keeping it clean, gatherings that bring joy, laughter, harmony amongst friends and loved ones. And for some of the collective, an actual lover. An actual lover. Your romantic ride or die, so to speak. Typically the male significator. So if you are a male, this is you. If you are a female, then this is your special man or boyfriend or incoming special man or boyfriend. It also marks the potential for a love affair. I'm just the messenger. I'm just the messenger. One more pass, since we are already past. That card is like, you're not putting me away. Something involving debts, a small debt. You're going to have great news that you have been anticipating about a debt that's coming in, ruled in your favor, ruled in the favor of the collective, that is also going to offer us peace of mind. Several pieces of mind, I just heard. It could be several small contributions from multiple loved ones that aren't all necessarily romantic in nature. Like small gestures of support, kindness, faithfulness. and it's going to be made official. It's already official in the astrals since Family Room already came out. It's already been made official in the astrals. We are going to be finding out about it this week. Some consolation. Some long overdue consolation for us. Some kind of official advantage, an official increase. It can also be an increase in confidence, self-worth, success, and values. But also having the ability to see things from to officially see things and understand them from a different perspective. And that pretty much brings the message full circle right there. Something that we have been anticipating coming in this week that is going to offer peace of mind. Let's draw this to a close with some messages unofficially from our ancestors, angels, and ascended masters pertaining to this week, this 7-day outlook, and something that we have long anticipated that is providing a peace of mind. Closing messages. Closing messages. Third eye chakra. Radical expansion. Third eye chakra. Connect with your third eye and transcend what you understand with your mind. Discover a deeper inner knowing through the interconnected web of all that is and has been. You can tune into this wisdom at will, and when you wish to. This wisdom is ancient yet pioneering. It is the creator of the free will we choose to weave from moment to moment. Be the observant witness. Allow the transcendence of duality without judgment. Be mindful, listen, and allow your unfurling intuition to unravel the paradoxes of reality. This card single-handedly summed up every card that came out of the Kipper and the Hungarian Gypsy in one. And radical expression is summing up the Oracle of Visions cards combined with the Concrete Shamanism Shadow Work deck. So these two cards summed up everything already on the table. It's time for radical ways of being and thinking, and you can start by granting yourself the freedom and creativity to be you. Unleash your inner rainbow dragon and unapologetically claim your heart-based empowerment and radiantly unconventional gifts. You can be as big as your energy wants to be. And that energy increase came out in my nourishment deck. Let go of limiting stories and take up all the space you need. Have fun unleashing who you are, as bold and radical as your ideas or suffering might be. They could be just what the world is waiting for, what the world wants. Be the masterpiece your soul always wanted you to be. Beautiful. We are free now to just allow things to unravel as what we have been anticipating is working out in our favor and providing us a peace of mind. I want to thank you so very much. I know there wasn't a whole lot of extreme detail coming from some of these decks, but man, I missed my target at keeping it at 1 hour again this week. Better luck next Monday. Yes, that's what we're shooting for from now on, keeping these premieres at 1 hour or less. Oh, we'll keep working at it. Practice, practice, practice. All right. I want to thank you so very much, each and every one of you. And welcome, welcome, welcome all new subscribers. Much gratitude and appreciation to you. And I want to thank all of you so very much for tuning in. Multiversal Soul Familia. With much gratitude and appreciation. From my heart chakra to yours, brightest of blessings.
We stand in the stillness of this sacred moment, where light meets breath and breath becomes new life. We call upon the golden rays of solar truth, the rainbow codes of unity, and the crystalline waters of memory, to awaken what is ancient and true within you and me. All your aspects are welcome, all your colors returning. We were never just one ray. We are the prism, the ark, the covenant come alive. We release the shell of who we were and rise in the grace of who we are becoming. This is our rebirth. This is our renewal. And we welcome it with love, fire, and presence as we receive the flame of divine dignity. We return to our golden code. All our aspects are welcome, all our colors returning. We were never just one ray. We are the prism, the ark, the covenant come alive. Come alive. are the prism, the ark, the covenant come alive. All you were asked for